Hello, it's time for another episode of It's Not About You. My name is Bob Benson. I pastor Christ Church out in Bemis Point. We're at 3012 Route 430. We've been out there for a while now, and we've been working to deepen people's relationship with Jesus Christ, and we continue to do that on a regular basis. I'm going to ask you a question. Do any of you have too much wisdom? And the way that you think about that question frames a lot of things that we do. Are we selfish with our wisdom? Comes the follow-up question. You know, James 5 says that any of us that lack wisdom, and we can ask, and God who gives, loves to give, and gives liberally to us, will grant us wisdom. But our motivation in asking for wisdom is really, really important. Solomon, God said to Solomon, he appears to him in a dream and says, hey, I'll give you anything you want. What do you want? And Solomon's response is, I need wisdom to govern your people. You see, Solomon's request wasn't about Solomon. It was about God's people. And I think those are the kind of requests that God loves to grant, is when we're not selfish in what we ask for. Our motivation behind that question becomes really, really important. I've asked for wisdom many times, and usually when I ask for wisdom, it's so that I look good. And I use that wisdom so that I look good, and it exposes my heart. I'm no longer requesting God's wisdom so that I look good. How is it that I can lead God's people? I know that I'm inadequate in and of my own. James 5 goes on to say that we don't have because we don't ask. And when we do ask, we ask with the wrong motivation. What are we asking for? Why are we asking for it? And how will we use when God grants what we ask for? And I think the motivation behind everything that we ask for really does matter. Mm-hmm. It makes a difference. And God sees inside our hearts. David says, he knit me together in my mother's womb. He knows me. He sees me. He perceives my thoughts from afar. That's the sovereignty of God. What is it that we're asking for? Why is it that we're asking for it? And how will we use the gift if he grants it? And I think those are the questions that we have to center ourselves around. Is it for selfish motivations, or is it for God's glory? We have to be all centered about God's glory. The small catechism says that it's our job to glorify God and enjoy him forever. Are we headed for that? What is our goal? So I'm going to encourage you to do some self-examination. What is it that you want? Why do you want it? And how are you going to use that for God's glory? So for It's Not About You, my name is Pastor Bob Benson. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch today.